It's a very common goal among FBA sellers to one day be able to go full-time with this business. Even though selling online is my sole income, some of you may not know that I've only been able to work 20 to 25 hours a week. In this video, I'm going to discuss some recent changes to my status and how they're affecting my current model. My name is Manny, and this is Manny's Book Bag. What's going on? How's everybody doing? Hope you're all having a great week. I hope sales are picking up for textbook season, and I hope you're starting to kill it. The biggest thing going on with me is that on Wednesday, kids here started school again. And since my children are now old enough to go to school all day, the time freedom has changed everything about my business. This is the first year that both of my daughters are going to be in school all day. So now I've got a whole bunch of time freedom, and that has made an immediate impact on my business. Overnight, I've gone from being able to work 20 to 25 hours a week on my FBA business to working 40 to 50. The girls went back to school on Wednesday, and I turned Wednesday into a major day. Want to see what I did with my first day as a full-time seller? Check it out. So on Wednesday morning, I dropped my girls off at the bus stop, wished them a great first day of school. I had switched cars with my wife, so I was driving the big SUV. And I drove a couple hours away from home, and what I bought was a megaton of CDs, about 6,500 to 7,000, give or take a couple. I was able to find this source on Facebook, really well priced, and it looks like there are a ton of winners there. I figured I waited this long so that I could put all this extra time into my business. Let's do something big. So I've spent these last couple days really working out my process and really figuring out the best way to tackle inventory, the best way to use my time, and really I've been having a great time. Now that we're past August 15th and we're not as worried about those long-term storage fees, the time is now to start really ramping up your inventory and start getting it ready for Q4 and beyond. So my initial plan was that I was going to sort and scan through everything first, but as I got towards the end of the week, I really had this overwhelming desire to put together a really nice shipment so that it would hit live on Monday. And that's exactly what I did. I started processing a bunch of CDs. I was able to put together an order of 287 CDs that just got dropped off a little while ago. One of the things that I figured out is that you can never be fast enough. I'm going to have to continue to improve at scanning, prepping, listing, and shipping. But the most important thing that I can do is continue to keep focus. If you want to do 8 things at once, you're gonna go crazy.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills!
The biggest need is to focus on the task at hand and annihilate that before you move on to the next thing on your list. Now, when I started this, I thought that I was 100% ready and my plan of action was sound. But what I didn't account for was the transition. Creating a process is one thing, but starting that process is something completely different. Getting this first shipment together felt like it took a very long time because I was starting from scratch. Now that systems are in place, the important thing to do is to be consistent and follow up on those systems all of the time. My current plan is to continue to scan, clean, and prep all of my inventory throughout the weekend, and I'm going to ship on Monday. Then I'm going to continue to clean, prepare, and separate all of my inventory and get it ready for another shipping day on Thursday. It was not an easy thing to overnight clean those 287 CDs. My plan is to have anywhere from 300 to 500 CDs ready over the course of a couple of days to ship on Monday and repeat again on Thursday. So in the short term, my goal is to be done with this batch completely and everything out of my house within the next week so that I can get 2 more pallets and really see where I can take this. Another immediate need of mine is going to be in the next week or 2 to purchase a second EcoPro 2, because it was one thing when I was getting 20 or 30 CDs at a time. When I'm scanning 300 to 500 at a time, I'm going to need to get the prep work done faster. 300 CDs with 2 EcoPros going at the same time is no big deal. That's 2 hours. But when you're dealing with 1 EcoPro and some of them need 1 minute of repair, that's a completely different story. I'm also having some discussion with a potential source of bulk books, because even though I'm getting my hands on some really good bulk media, let's not forget that books are my wheelhouse and they are my first love. But so far, having full-time availability is exactly what I thought that it would be. I've seen it make an immediate impact on my business, and it feels very, very gratifying to be able to put all of this studying and this learning and a lot of this knowledge that I've taken up over the last couple of years and finally do something with it. But something else that I knew it would be is a lot of amazingly hard work. It is an absolute grind. It is just you and your product, and you're trying to pick, and it's just a constant go, go, go. And that is something that I love about it. So as things develop over the next couple of weeks, I'm sure I'm going to have updates for you, and hopefully these sales really steamroll into Q4. But here's the question of the day. Are you aspiring to go full-time? And if you are, what are some of the things that you're doing to get there? If you already are full-time, what are some of the things that you had to get used to? What was the hardest part about your transition? Go ahead and put in your comments below, because I'd love to hear all about what's ahead of me. That's all for today's video, folks. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos like this one, please remember to share, like, and subscribe to support the channel. If you haven't liked this video yet, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, tap on that book bag right there. While you're in there, make sure you hit those bell notifications so that you don't miss a thing. Until next time, let's go make some money.